book lovers, it's Jenny at Julia Baby Jen's Reading Room, and today is day 14 in my 15-day book blogger challenge.
Busted!
Almost done with this challenge, yay! Today's topic is deal breakers in books. Personal deal breakers in books for me that make me not want to finish a book. You know, I'm not really sure. This took me some thinking because I'm pretty open-minded on my books, and I give almost any book I want to read a chance. The only thing I could really think of for deal breakers for me is I'm very squeamish about hospital stuff, so I don't like graphic details on that kind of thing. But having said that, that hasn't stopped me from reading books. There's been several books that I've read that have had that I was interested in the book enough to keep reading, and I finished it. So I don't know if that's really a deal breaker. Another one I think that is more true is bugs. I just don't like bugs. They are, I mean, I shouldn't say that. Because it's funny. I don't like bugs, and I hate them, you know, in person, and I hate reading about them. But I am fascinated by them at the same time, because whenever I go to like a bug exhibit, I'm like totally drawn to it, and I like get up really close and gotta see every detail. I don't know what that is. We went to the Omaha Zoo. They have an actual building. One side is the butterfly wing, which, you know, is beautiful and all that, and I've seen several butterfly gardens before, and this was just like every other one I've ever seen, and I think we could have skipped that because it was really crowded. But the other side was the insect zoo part, and you walked through these tunnels, and then on both sides of you they had these cases, and behind them were these really interesting bugs, spiders, and just about anything. Yeah, huge ones and little ones and deadly ones and bright colored ones, and just it was a really good exhibit. There was all different kinds of bugs, and I went through that totally fascinated. I wasn't freaked out at all, but you know, part of it is they're behind glass, so and I think, and those were like exotic bugs, so they were cool to look at. I don't know. But in books, I do not like bugs, and I think that's what ruined Berserk for me by Michael Grant. It's a dystopian sci-fi adventure like most of his books, but the main premise of it is advanced technology, so people they have these little tiny microbot things, I mean microscopic, that they ride around in, and it's connected to their brain, so they control it with their brain, and then they can go and they explore people. It's weird. I mean, it's a strange premise. I'm not explaining it well, but basically the majority of the book is talking about details of people's skin, and, you know, all the little bacteria bugs and the microscopic stuff that's on you that you don't realize that you have on you, and that was just disgusting. So I think that's what ruined that book for me, because the idea of it was cool, and the writing was good, and the characters were great, but I just could not get into the story, and I think it was just whoosh over my head on some of that. And then also Plague by Michael Grant is about these giant gross insects that hatch out of people, which is just disgusting. I did read that book and finish it, and I liked it, but that's just because I love that series so much. If that had been the first book in that series, there's no way I would have continued reading the series. So yeah, I just have, my friends will laugh, but I just have this thing with bugs. But go figure, it is in a bug zoo. I'm totally fascinated, and it doesn't scare me. I've even touched those bugs, like when they say, oh, you can touch this bug or hold this bug. I don't know if I could do a spider, but I've done bugs before. I've held weird looking bugs in my hand, and those big huge Madagascar hissing cockroach things, I've touched those, and I think they're actually kind of cool. They don't freak me out. I don't know, maybe because it's exotic and it's not something I'm scared to see in my everyday life. Maybe if they gave me a normal cockroach, I probably couldn't touch it. So, who knows. But that's my deal breakers, and tomorrow is my last day in this challenge. So yeah, stay tuned for that. We'll talk to you later. Bye.
Busted!